Hello, everybody. Hope that you're doing well. I know this is kind of impersonal to be doing a video for this trip, but doesn't look like that we're going to be back in Roxborough for just a little while. And I wanted to make sure that you all were ready to go to Israel and be up to date with all that we have planned for this trip. I'm real excited that you're going. That's a blessing. We're going to have a great time. I'm so looking forward to spending the week with you. Tara and I are just excited that we get to do this together. So we have 18 people that are going on our trip, and it's very possible that there could be a few more. So I'm going to go ahead and put this out there to you. If you know someone that would like to go, time is not completely up yet. You really have until about November to get everything in order. So if you have friends or family members that were wanting to go but haven't committed to it yet, you've got the opportunity to invite them. So I'm just putting that out there. If there would be a couple of people that would want to go or more, they're certainly welcome to it. The reason that I'm showing this video to you is to try to answer any questions that you may have thought of, and so I hope that this talk will help kind of ease any worries that you may have or anxieties that you may have. The first thing I wanted to talk to you about is the first half payment. So your half of your payment, which is roughly it's going to be roughly let's see 29. Let's see, everybody's going to owe about $2,900. So half of that, I'm a preacher. I'm not a math guy. Half of 2,900 would be like $1,400 or $1,450. So you may want to write a check for 1,450 or 1,400 or 1,500. For this trip, just as long as half of your balance is paid for. That is going to be due September the 22nd. So that's a couple of weeks out. Be a week from this coming Sunday. But I need you, if you will, to send that payment to the Quest Travel Group, and that's in Atlanta, Georgia. Their information is located online. You can of course go to questtravelgroup.com, or you can send it to 3500 Piedmont Road, Suite 75. I want to say they have a P.O. box though, but just contact them to send your money to them, or you can do it this way too. You can send your payment to our church as well. The problem with that is going to be you're going to need to send it before September 22nd, because I'm mailing out money the 23rd to be in their hands by the 25th when it's due. So you ladies come together. There's 4 of you. Come together. Decide the best way that you want to send your money. Please write a check. Write the check out to Quest Travel Group. Don't write the check out to Midway Baptist Church. We're finding it just easier to send everybody's individual payments to the Quest Travel Group, so that they have documentation that everybody is paid. That's for your benefit, really. And we're not crazy about receiving funds for something that doesn't really involve Midway. Listen, just send your money in to us or to the Quest Travel Group. Just make sure you write your check to Quest Travel Group. Okay? Just let me know what you're going to do, so my mom can help out with that. Let's talk about the trip. So what I have found out is that they are not going to order our flight tickets until about a month out. So 2020 is when they're gonna get those flights arranged. And from what I understand, we're going to be flying out of Charlotte, and we're going to be on a flight to New York City. So we will fly from Charlotte to JFK, and we'll either be on a big layover, and then we will be on a connector flight to Tel Aviv, which is in Israel. So that's a great thing. One is Charlotte's not that far away for everybody. I mean, both of our groups are going to be traveling to Charlotte at the same time. It's about 2 hours or so to go. I would recommend you carpool so that you're only having to worry about one car, being at the airport for the week. Or if one of your spouses want to drop you all off and pick you up when you get back, that would be an awesome thing too. Either way, we're all going to meet in Charlotte because we're all going to be on the same flight to JFK. And the layover may be quite a bit. It depends on when our flight's going to be. I mean, when we went last February, our layover was about 12 hours, but we had to get our own flight to New York City. That was to help with cost. This time, though, it's included. So our flight from Charlotte to JFK will all be on the same flight. You won't have to redo your baggage and anything like that. You won't see your bags until we get to Israel. So Charlotte and then Israel, that's the next time you'll see your bags. So make sure that you pack accordingly. You can bring one carry-on bag onto the plane. It doesn't need to be any bigger than a book bag. And if you have any questions about packing, like how much weights and sizes of the bags and things like that, every airport answers those questions for you. So you're going to want to go onto Charlotte International Airport's website to answer those questions. Quest Travel Group doesn't answer them. When I went, I brought one big suitcase that traveled with the plane. I paid $50 for it or something like that, and then I had a carry-on bag that came on with me. So we're gonna try our best, Tara and I. We're gonna try our best to fit our things into one suitcase. That may or may not happen. I'm just gonna go ahead and guess that it's not gonna happen. But we want to avoid the extra cost, so we're gonna pack. We're gonna pack wisely there. But just ask Charlotte what the parameters are on suitcases and weights and all that. Same thing with packing liquids, things like that on your bag. You will go through security multiple times, and if you try to bring anything on that they don't want on there, you're not going to get to bring it. So just know that that's going to happen. Follow their rules. You'll be just fine. Travel insurance. Many have asked about travel insurance. The Quest Travel Group says that travel insurance is essential. They have a policy detail on the back of your sign up form that you had talking about it. However, you're talking about health, injury, or theft, but you don't have to do it. You don't have to have insurance when you go. They're not going to be checking to make sure that you do have it. It's just recommended. You can get travel insurance for this trip through any insurance agency. So we have AAA. We're going to do ours through AAA. You can get travel insurance at a place at the airport. Totally up to you how you do it. It's just your responsibility to do it. Quest Travel, they have partnered with TravelX, and I'm going to be sending you, by the way, a document through email, a document with everything that we're talking about, so you can look at it yourself. But again, the insurance is totally up to you. It's encouraged because you never know what could happen. I mean, if you get sick there, and heaven forbid you get sick, but if you get sick there, you're going to want to be in an English-speaking hospital, and you're going to want to receive health care, and you're not going to want to have to pay terrible amounts to be taken care of. So it would be important. Same thing with theft. Same thing with injury. Just keep that in mind. The next thing is about money. So when I went in February, I brought cash. I had $500 cash for the week. I brought home some cash too, by the way. And if I wouldn't have bought some of the things that I bought while I was there, I would have saved. I wouldn't have spent really much of anything except for the lunches that we had during the day and the meals. The meals at the airport, things like that. I'm just saying I did really well. I brought some cash back home. That went just fine. But you're going to want to carry cash. Please don't bring a credit card. If you do bring a credit card, there needs to be a limit, like a low limit, so that if somebody stole something from you, they're not going to get away with a lot of money. And it needs to be a credit card, okay, a credit card, because credit's easier to track. If it's a debit card, you're going to get into some trouble there, just based on what we deal with here in the United States. So I'm going to encourage you to not bring your debit cards. I'm going to encourage you to bring cash. And when we're out and about, you can put your cash in different places. I have a carry-on, like I have a little book bag that I'll have on the bus. And a lot of times, because our buses were secured, oftentimes I left that bag on the bus and I had cash in the bag. But there were lots of other people that had cash in the bag. I'm just saying, like our bus driver, he didn't leave our stuff. His job was to stay with our stuff and to stay on the bus. And so that's what he did. I carried cash in a. I had, we have these lanyards. If you look behind me to my, it would be to my left, but you were right. There was a. We had these lanyards, and they had pockets around them. I oftentimes put cash in that pocket because that way, if someone wanted to steal from me, it was around my neck. They're gonna have to break my neck to get my money. All right. I never carried anything in my back pockets. I did not carry fanny packs. I did not carry wallets. And you don't need to carry purses. You don't need to do things like that. Easy things for people just to take off your back. Don't even bring a book bag. Like just be very careful about putting things on you while we're in populated zones. People are nuts. And I only got like people are asking like, is it safe? You're perfectly safe. It's just when you get into crowded areas, you never know what's around you. And there are pickpocketers. I mean, they're in U.S. cities too. Just be aware of that. Don't carry a lot of cash on you unless you're planning to spend it. Otherwise, you're going to be up the creek. So just or up the river. I don't know what that means. Just bring cash, but don't bring lots of cash at one time. I'm not sure if the hotel had a safe or not, and even if the hotel had a safe, I'm not sure that I would put my stuff in the safe at the hotel. My things were taken care of. Um, we put no disturb. We put no disturb stickers on our doors every day when we were gone. So to keep unwanted guests from coming in. All of that was taken care of. I'm just saying. Security's pretty good. I didn't have anything that went missing when I went to Israel. So there you have it. Let's see. Uh, the weather. Um, we're going in the winter time. So it's wintertime there too, just like it is here. Except their winters can be mild and sunny, but then some weathers can be severe and overcast. There can also be heavy rain in the winter. It may even snow in parts of the country. But when we went 18, and this could, I could be completely wrong about this, and if that's the case, well, I was wrong. It happens. But when we went, the weather was outstanding. This is part of the reason that I wanted to go in this time of the year. One, travelism is a little down, like the tourism and stuff is down, but also the weather was outstanding. I mean, we were in 50 to 60 degree days, which was very comfortable. So you could bring a light jacket, pull over, something like that, and then too, some places like closer to the Dead Sea, it was it was nice. I mean, in the 80s or so. So temperatures fluctuate depending on elevation and sunlight. The sun's a little bit different there too. Like we were reading about how the sun seems to be more direct in Israel, and I'm trying to find. Oh yeah, you'll find that sunlight is stronger than what you're accustomed to, even in the winter. So sunglasses and a hat would be wise. I don't know if it's because we're up higher. I don't know, but sunlight seems to be more direct. I did wear a hat most of the time. Anywho, just make sure that you dress for 50s to 60 degree weather. Bring a pullover, a jacket in the event that that it's extra cool outside. At nighttime, it does get somewhat colder. We're talking the 40s in the evening. So just keep that in mind. Um, Now, let's see what to wear. Um, you're going to want to wear comfortable clothing and walking shoes. So closed-toed shoes. I went to Walmart and I purchased some Dr. Scholl's. These are really great too, by the way. They were like a hiking hybrid tennis shoe. Like they look like boot, but they wear like a tennis shoe, and they were very comfortable. I plan to buy a new pair for this trip because I mow the grass in mine now. But those were really great shoes, and they look the part. Like I was real funny about that. Like I wanted to look like I was a hiker while I was there. That's just me. I'm weird, but I'm saying like you're gonna want some shoes that you're not afraid to be on. You know, terrain that's not pavement, rocky terrain. So just keep that in mind as you go. You want your feet to be very comfortable though. So no sandals, no high heels. Come on, we don't need that. We're not trying to make a fashion statement, anyways. Don't, ladies. I know that you have to be careful with this, but you all need to be careful that you don't wear anything that is tight or restrictive or revealing. All right. So ladies, modesty. Let's be modest while we're there. I know that I don't have to worry about that with anybody here. I'm just saying, for respect for the culture and the context, make sure that you show respect for their social and culture values. You are a pilgrim. You are a guest. You are a traveler. You don't live there. So there's already enough tension enough with us coming in. I'm just saying, don't make it easier to be a point of criticism by the way that you dress. So ladies, it would be wise for you to wear, long pants, no skirts, no shorts, anything like that. Guys aren't going to be doing it either. Like I'm going to wear jeans, or I'm going to wear dress pants every single day, and I'm probably going to wear a collared shirt like this, or a short sleeve collared shirt, polo. I'm not crazy on the t-shirts. I did see some people with t-shirts, but I'm just saying, let's be respectful when we do go. Ladies, you need to pack a scarf or a shawl just in case we get to a holy place and they expect you to cover up, cover your face, that kind of thing. So keep that in mind. My wife has a bunch of scarves and things like that. I'm just saying they may want your face to be covered. That way you're prepared for it. All right. So make sure that you bring some, and they make them all nice and dressy and fashionable, that kind of thing. Let's talk about food for a moment. All the meals, breakfast and dinner are covered every night in the hotel. And I'm telling you, the buffet meals are outstanding. They are just wonderful. Um, I personally ate breakfast and dinner every day, and I wasn't hungry at lunchtime. Um, but we do have lunch. We'll have falafels a lot of times. If you don't know what a falafel is, they we're talking like a fried ball or patty made from chickpeas or fava bean. It's common. Uh, I got tired of them, so some days I just didn't eat them. But I'm saying, like, those are going to be available one day when we're on Galilee. We're going to go and eat at St. Peter's Fish House, and it's really good. It's just overpriced. It's overpriced fried fish, though, and but you'll like it. And then the meals are just at the hotels. They are very filling. They now remember Jewish custom dietary laws, that kind of thing. They don't mix cheese or dairy with their meats. So, and there is no pork, and you won't eat a hamburger with cheese on it. See what I'm saying? Like, they don't mix the two. So at breakfast you may have items that do have dairy on them or in them, but you're not going to see them at dinner time, or vice versa. So, but lots of fruits and veggies, man. They have, like, I'm telling you, they have the best orange juice I've ever had in my life. And I don't know what it is about their orange juice, but that stuff is heaven. I mean, like, it is so good. So I'm saying the the uh, the meals at the hotels are well worth the investment. Make sure that you fill up there. It's all you can eat, and you will eat well. So you'll enjoy it. I do hope that you will. Lunches are on us. So normally $10 or so for lunch every day, including you got to include some tip. And then let's see, you'll need to cover meals at the airport, or meals on the road for y'all if you happen to stop somewhere. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to encourage you, when we are out and about. Let's be careful that we stay together. I still think that I'm going to have hats made for our group, or t-shirts, or not. No, we're not going to do t-shirts. I'm going to do hats. I think we're going to have hats made for our group, just to keep us closer together. I'm thinking Tar Heel blue. Yeah, I'm kidding. I may do a green. I may do black. I don't know what color I'll do, but I do know that I would like to have a hat made so that I could keep everybody together. But when we're out and about, I don't mind if you go shop. I don't mind if we stop here or there, but you're going to want to be very careful not to go to vendors that are selling on street sides. Like, if you're buying something that's non-food, that's one thing. But the food vendors on the street side, you have no control over what I know in America, like it's the same thing. You don't know how they cook or prep, but we tend to trust fair food and stuff like that. It's not the case here in the Middle East. I'm just going to say, don't do it. Try to stay away from undercooked foods and things like that. Ice cream, none of that. You will get sick. Don't drink water that they're offering in a glass, unless we're in a restaurant. Now they'll probably have good tap water there. I'm just saying, be careful that we don't get sick eating things from the land when we could have bottled water. You could have bottled water and be just fine. Actually, our tour guide provided bottled water for our group, and it was Dasani water. See, like anything that's been sealed, made from a plant, you're a lot safer that way. So please be careful of that. The last couple of things, tips. Tips are included. The guide and the driver they already have. Oh, hang on a sec. I'm sorry, I just said a lie. Um, the guide, and the driver, they're already tipped for their trip, but they're gonna do so well. They're gonna do so well. You're gonna want to help. You're gonna help their cause. Like our guide Nasir is a loving believer in Christ. Like he is so great, and it's a ministry to him. Like yes, it's his job, but at the same time, like he is a witness for Jesus in the Middle East, and he doesn't always host groups like ours. So remember that. So at the end of the week, you may want to tip him even more for his help. I'm just suggesting that. That'd be really a really nice gesture to him. You're gonna want to tip. You're gonna want to tip well when we go to restaurants and things, understanding that the pay scale is a lot lower there in the Middle East. So make sure that you bring plenty of $1 bills, $5 bills, things like that, just so that you can tip those who are taking care of you. Let's see, other things to note. There are no bathrooms on the buses. We're going to be on probably a 25 passenger van or bus, but there are no bathrooms on the bus. There will be bathrooms at some of the sites that we do visit. So when they're available, make sure that you go to the restroom. Um, some of the restrooms we had to pay $1 to use, but if you got to go, it's worth $1. I'm just saying, remember to to empty your bladder when you have the chance. We're gonna have time for shopping. I'm just saying that with the shopping, you can easily get ripped off. Some of the things that you'll notice there that are made everywhere. Like you have to be very careful that you think something might be authentic when it's not really authentic at all. The Bethlehem souvenir shop is really great. It's owned by Christians. We will stop there for a shop. We're going to stop in Jerusalem at one place for a shop. I mean, if you've seen it at one place, you've seen it at all the places. I don't really know what you want to spend your money on, but just be careful that you don't overdo it on the shopping. And we're not there to shop either. We're in Israel to have a great time with the Lord and to be ministered to, and to grow in our faith in God. So yes, we'll have time to shop, but we're not going to spend a lot of our time shopping. Keep that in mind. If you're going to charge your electronics in Israel, you're going to want to purchase a Type H plug adapter. Type H, that's a European style plug adapter. And what it is like a Type H plug adapter means that it can plug into their wall and it has American outlets on it. So you can get them on Amazon. They're not too bad expensive. I know at one hotel they had American plug-ins, but then there was another hotel that didn't. So you're going to need that Type H plug adapter for your trip. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I left out. No, you're not going to have to pay any fees to get into certain places. Like when we go to visit. When we go to visit Qumran Valley, like you won't have to pay the entrance fee, or the Nazareth Museum. There is no entrance fee. You won't have to pay it. It'll already be taken care of because of your trip. So no extra fee there. I don't know of anything else to cover with you. If you do have more questions, feel free to send me a text or call 336-504-4887. Payments are due, like I said, the 22nd of September is when I'm ready to send out our church's payment. The last part will be due the 9th of December. Make sure that you do that so that you will avoid any charges, any extra charges there. Um, let's see. Your passports. Make sure that you're getting your passports ready. And by the way, once you get your passport ready, I'm gonna need copies, color copies of the passport. Make sure that you send those in to the Quest Travel Group. Okay, just so that they can get that squared away. You can probably fax it or scan it, but they're gonna need to know that you have a passport. All right, just for their records. Make sure that your name matches on the passport matches your airline ticket whenever that does come. I'm going to try to keep everybody as informed as I can. Uh, I don't really know of anything else to tell you for the trip. You're gonna have a blast. You're gonna love it. You're gonna want to stay there. It's going to be the trip of a lifetime. God's going to really bless it, and you are going to love every minute that we spend in Israel. So let's be very prayerful about it. I'm excited. I'm really excited to bring this group, and I'm glad that you all are able to come along. So feel free to ask any questions that you may have concerning the trip. But God bless you all, and love you. And if you have any further questions, make sure that you let me know. But um, let's get those half payments in, and we're just a few months away. All right, I'll see you later.